everyone, my name is Elisa and I am your Vice President of Communications for California DECA. I'm super excited to share some of California's best competitive tips with you guys, with today's video focusing on how to get started with your written event. DECA offers a variety of written events, and one of the most important parts of doing your DECA written is choosing which event you'll partake in. You'll be spending a lot of time with your written event, so make sure to pick an event that you're actually interested in. I really recommend that you talk to older DECA members about their experiences with their writtens, as well as read some sample writtens online to get a feel for what written is really appropriate for you. The DECA Competitive Events poster is also a great resource, as you can see on the right. Make sure to read up on the requirements to see if you're able to form a team for your DECA written event or not. Generally, you're allotted a team up to 3 members for all events other than professional selling events, which are solo. Of course, don't automatically pick your friends for your team, but rather think about who you'll work well with or how you can create a well-rounded team dynamic. For example, if you're someone who's great at presenting but not so great at writing, you might want to find team members who are stronger in the writing area. For writing for the paper, don't procrastinate, or at least try not to procrastinate. I find it easiest to stop procrastinating when I block off sections of times. For example, I just say, for these 2 hours, I'm only going to work on my DECA plan. In terms of writing the paper, it's often helpful to have an outline. Start off with the outline given on your guidelines, then populate it with your own ideas. Setting deadlines for when you'll finish the paper or each part of the paper can help you stay on track. One issue that a lot of groups have is how to collaboratively edit a paper. Many people use Google Docs, but some people prefer Word or Pages. I would suggest that you write the body of the paper in Docs, then format the paper in Pages or Word or whatever. While formatting your paper, make sure you don't overload your judge with text. As a general rule of thumb, you should never have a page full of text, besides the executive summary. That means you should try to have at least one graphic, picture, or something else per page. After you're done with your paper, I find it really helpful to go through it again while referring to the penalty point rubric, just to make sure that you got everything. There's a lot of new guidelines for this year for what your written should be like, so make sure to check those out. We'll be linking it in the description. Lastly, make sure to check with the checklist to make sure you don't get any excessive points taken off. Then you make your presentation. One thing to keep in mind when making your presentation is that you do not have to cover every single thing you covered in your written. Your presentation should never be an exact regurgitation of your written plan. To decide on what you're going to emphasize on in your presentation, you can refer to the presentation rubric in your event guidelines. Also consider if there's any aspects of your plan that you want to elaborate more on, or anything you didn't really include in your plan that you really want to talk about. Also, to make sure, clear up any questions your judge has about your plan and answer those during your presentation time. One last thing to take note of is that there is no Wi-Fi on the grounds, which is one of the new guidelines, so make sure that you are able to present without Wi-Fi by downloading the presentation. In regards to props or materials, always make a couple extra since you don't know how many judges you will actually be having. Thank you everyone for watching, and I hope this was a very informative and helpful introduction to DECA writtens. Sample writtens will also be a really great tool for you guys to use, so make sure you can check those out online or get them from older members, or you can reach out to us if you have any more questions. Make sure to follow California DECA on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter for more competitive resources. And I'll see you guys next time.